I've always been really careful cycling in the city, especially during the rush hour. People just don't see you. It can be quite dangerous, and you have to have your eyes and your ears about you. So I was cycling to work and I was behind this van, and he had his right hand indicator on, and there was a lot of room to the left, so I went to the left, and next thing, for no apparent reason, he just veered to the left and hit me side on. And next thing I knew, I was lying on the road and my head was in the gutter and my legs were tangled up in the bike. And I didn't feel anything to begin with. I don't know whether it was a shock or the adrenaline or a combination of both. I remember laying there looking up at the sky and a crowd of faces coming around me. It felt quite claustrophobic. And then the problems began, and they began to pick me up, and this searing pain through my shoulder, which then moved into my neck, and as they picked me up, my legs were jelly, and I had a pain in my hip and my lower back. So I went to see my GP, and he diagnosed me with some really strong painkillers, but they didn't work because it was worse than what was originally thought. And I couldn't get on my bike. I was terrified. It had happened once, it could happen again, and next time it could be worse. I could end up under a car or a van or a lorry. I just couldn't get on my bike. So my wife, she saw an advert for commuter cycle claims, and I spoke to a solicitor, and they said I had a good cause for a claim. And they spoke to the insurers, and in turn I went to see an independent GP who gave me a full health check, and they referred me to a physiotherapist to deal with the physical pain, i.e. the shoulder, the neck, etc. And then they arranged for me to see a cognitive behavioural therapist, which was amazing, to deal with my anxiety of getting on a bike. That was really good. And it's taken a long time, but I'm certainly in a better place than I was. The solicitors at Specter Partnership were great. They were extremely understanding, and they empathised with what I was going through. They understood what I was going through. There was never a point where I wondered what was going on, because there was always an email or a letter or a phone call to tell me. I really appreciate their support and guidance throughout all of this. Nobody ever expects to be involved in something like this, but it's reassuring to know that Specter Partnership are there for people like me cycling to work.